Here's an Alabama weather update. This is for Tuesday, the 19th of August. I'm James Spann. The weather stays hot today, but later this week, the heat levels start to come down. The coverage of showers and thunderstorms will be going up. And oh man, I love this new Alabama network, Skycam network. Look at this. This is coming from Chehaw State Park. This is Alabama's highest mountain, 2,407 feet above sea level. And again, this is on the public television tower, WCIQ Channel 7. Love that pre-sunrise glow coming from the big mountain. Absolutely gorgeous. And here's another new camera on the network. This is on the other end of the state. This is coming from Point Clear, the Grand Hotel. Again, just a gorgeous scene there. That's going to be a great camera. And again, by the end of the year, we should be having cameras in all 67 Alabama counties. That's the goal, and I think we're going to make that. But again, we know it's important for you to see the weather, especially when we have life-threatening weather like tornadoes and hurricanes. So again, that'll be a marvelous camera to have on the network. So all is calm, obviously, this morning. It's a dry morning across the state. The sky is mostly clear and obviously nothing happening on radar. But like yesterday, we'll see a few spotty showers around later today. Temperatures are in the 70s this morning. We're expecting highs back in the 90s today. But again, with the upper ridge beginning to break down, by the end of this week, say by Friday, for many spots over North Alabama, highs drop into the upper 80s, and with that comes an increase in the number of scattered showers and thunderstorms. Let's take a look at modeling during the day today. Again, after 12 noon, we'll see these spotty, isolated, random showers and storms, much like yesterday. Highs up in the mid-90s in most spots. Showers fade quickly after sunset. Then tomorrow we start the day with dry conditions, but I do think we will see an increase in the number of showers and storms tomorrow. Still not raining everywhere, but any one spot with a 30 to 40% chance of getting wet. And then again, those showers and storms will continue to increase on Thursday and Friday as the upper ridge begins to break down. And over the weekend, we'll likely see a number of showers and thunderstorms around as well. Here's a look at rain for the next 7 days, valid through Monday night of next week for most of the state. Rain amounts in the 1 to 2 inch range, about 1/2 to 1 inch for the Tennessee Valley. So in the tropics, we're watching air, and clearly not as organized this morning. It looks like some dry air is beginning to get into the eastern or the western side of the circulation. The maximum sustained winds have decreased to 115 miles per hour. Early this morning, the system moving to the northwest at 7, and it's behaving as expected. This will be passing east of the United States between the Outer Banks and Bermuda Thursday. That's Thursday at 1 o'clock with winds of 110 miles an hour. And again, the one thing to note, though, the wind field is expanding, becoming larger, which means all up and down the east coast of the United States, it's going to be a situation where huge waves are likely, along with dangerous rip currents. Needless to say, nobody should be in the Atlantic. And then this weekend, the system gets hung up in the mid-latitude westerlies. It accelerates northeast out into the colder waters of the North Atlantic, and it becomes post-tropical by the time the weekend gets here. Now, the wave behind Aaron in the central Atlantic, the Hurricane Center giving this a 60% chance of becoming a depression or storm over the next 7 days. But the good news is that all the global models turned this north well before reaching the United States. The bottom line is we see no tropical trouble for the Gulf, at least for the next 7 to 10 days, which is certainly a good thing. So here we go. Let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. And again, you can see highs back in the 90s today, with just isolated storms. And then by the time we get to the end of the week, highs drop into the mid-80s on Friday, mid-80s for the weekend. This is for the northern half of the state with a number of showers and thunderstorms around. And then early next week, we get into drier continental air. And that might bring some upper 50s to parts of North Alabama by, say, Tuesday or Wednesday morning of next week. And we can certainly celebrate that. For the southern half of the state, pretty much the same situation. Will be in the 90s for the rest of the week, upper 80s for the weekend. And even in South Alabama, a good chance of drier air mass drops in there by the middle part of next week. That's your Alabama weather update early this morning on the all-new Alabama Weather Network.